Tanaka tied Vasily Lomachenko to become a world champion in 3 different divisions.
Listen to my commands. Good luck, touch gloves.
So both fighters want to make a statement here. Different here, Chris, coming to the home, of course, of Kosei Tanaka.
Yeah, first world title fight, too. So doing that on the road, never an easy task.
And Tanaka having success there with the jab. Rocked the head back of Bacasegua a few times. And it looks like Tanaka is using this round to find that placement for that lead jab right there.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find his rhythm right now. I expected him to be a little more fluid with his offense early on, like I've seen from tape. But right now, I think he's just trying to catch the rhythm and timing. It's curious to see a guy who has that much experience in the amateurs as well as so many fights in the pros before he got his first world title fight. Ooh, good left hook there from Bacasegua. Good hand position as well as he backs out. Ooh, good overhand right and a left hook to the liver from Bacasegua, and some body work as well. But you see, there we see that left hook on the inside there as they change. Nice fluid head movement there, but Bacasegua is being very smart. As Tanaka changes levels and rolls those punches, he brings his shots down to the body like that, and then ripped another one up with a nice uppercut that landed to the head.
It does seem, Chris, I know it's early in the fight, but Bacasegua seems to be investing more to the body.
Yeah, I mean, look at his trunks. He's a Mexican fighter, you know. The Mexican left hook to the liver is, well, there it is again. And even those punches that guys block on their elbows, that digs into the ribs anyway. You can feel those punches through the guard at times.
And for Tanaka, we see him trying to figure out the length for the jab there. It looks like, in a way, with his head movement, with his speed, he's going to use the jab.
Flash your heads there on the inside once again. 51 average. Here we see a nice 1-1-2. That overhand right at the end lands well. 51 amateur fights to fighting for a world title and winning it in your 4th pro fight is very, very special. Good work here from Bacasegua. Goes down to the body. And also, Bacasegua is using a good jab. He's actually backing Tanaka up, and he's throwing it at the right height. He's throwing it to the collarbone of Tanaka. Even though Tanaka has that good head movement, he's getting hit oftentimes when he's rolling and moving, because Bacasegua is aiming that punch in the right height.
There was a jab there that was effective for Tanaka, and it seems like more of what we've seen from round 1 and round 2. He's trying to find the placement for that jab, that range finder.
He hasn't been able to land much else, though. He's been good with jabs at certain times, but he has not been able to follow up with his power punches. And he has very good combinations. His right hand, his left hook are excellent. Haven't seen that yet from Tanaka. Hasn't been able to hone in on Bacasegua's awkward movement. Good body shot there from Bacasegua.
Halfway through our round 3. And Chris, we've been talking about this. It's a testament to the awkwardness of Bacasegua and that head movement. And sometimes when he throws a combination, he's ducking his head to the right or left. So it's going to take Tanaka a while to kind of figure that out. That's different than a lot of fighters.
Hey, okay, you know what it reminds me of?
Rocky
Balboa. Very awkward guy who's very tough, goes in there, throws big punches, makes it work. That's exactly why Bacasegua has that nickname.
Bacasegua, known as Rocky, adopted that nickname for his fighting style. 30 seconds to go in this round 3. Big right hand there for Tanaka, gets through. It looks like he's been looking for that for a while,
Good
Chris.
counter right hand as Bacasegua rushed in clean. But good timing from Tanaka. And here's that right hand at the end of the round. Oh, she just missed. Hit more in the shoulder neck area. But well-timed shot. We're going to need to see more of that from Tanaka as Bacasegua rushes in. Yeah, that punch just missed. That would have been a beautiful punch if it was a little bit over to the...
Kosei Tanaka looking to make history tonight, to become only the 3rd man from Japan to be a 4-division world champion. But he's got his hands full with Rocky Bacasegua. who's been landing to the body, using good head movement, hitting shoulders or elbows, he is throwing more. So if you're in the corner of Tanaka, you're going to say, like you said, get busier, throw more.
Yeah, I mean, when he lets his hands go, there we saw a nice body shot down low with from Tanaka. There we go. Now we're seeing those combinations starting to fly.
You mentioned the combinations, and on cue, Tanaka picking up the pace, landing combinations.
Unless it gets worse.
And if you're Christian Bacasegua, you might be saying, this is my first world title fight, I'm having success. That's the last thing you need is a cut to be opened up from an accidental headbutt.
Actually, not necessarily, because if we go to the scorecards right now...
For that, he's got to get through a very motivated Rocky Bacasegua, who's fighting in his first world title fight, but definitely not acting like it's his first world title fight.
And there's that uppercut we spoke about earlier. I would assume that Tanaka's corner is telling him that he really needs to pick it up here. That cut over the eye, it's not in a great place. The blood seems to be under control, but you got to keep that in mind no matter what. This fight could end at any moment, and we're going to go to a scorecards because that was an accidental headbutt. Good body shot there from Tanaka. Very tricky shots there. Good work on the inside, letting those hands go.
Here comes Kosei Tanaka throwing in combination and having success to the body.
Oh, man, these guys, this has turned into a phone booth body shot war. Back and forth, inside fighting. Beautiful stuff.
And Tanaka at one point there landed 4 right hands to the body.
And it seems like they are, because he has been picking it up round after round since round 3.
Vicious left hand to the body, got through for Tanaka, and again.
You can't really do that with a guy like this who's coming in front of you, who's throwing big bombs the way that Bacasegua is.
And Tanaka started this round with a lightning quick left hook.
Blood from the nose of Bacasegua. Now you see him wiping it. Ooh, yeah, the punches are starting to have an effect on Bacasegua, whether the body shots or the head shots. The jab has been the most consistent weapon for Tanaka all night long, but also the body work. And you're starting to see those bodies.
And remember, both of these fighters promised pressure, promised aggression. Neither wanted to walk out of here with a decision victory. And I think it's a testament to the toughness of both men that there hasn't been a moment like that, because both of these guys are fighting their A game now.
Yeah, I've been mentioning the Japanese warrior spirit, and Tanaka's really showing that. Oh, beautiful uppercut there on the inside from Tanaka. Pops the head back of Bacasegua.
Hey, stop.
Yeah, you can see Tanaka now starting to pick Bacasegua apart in that middle distance. There's that uppercut again. Ooh, good body shot again. Buckles Bacasegua, and then now the headshots are starting to have an effect.
And here comes Kosei Tanaka. Oh, that's going to be ruled a knockdown. Combinations from Tanaka. They got tangled up. Bakasegua's glove touched the canvas. That's going to be ruled a knockout.
Oh, yeah, we mentioned the tide possibly have turned. I think we're seeing that.
Huge round 8 for Kosei Tanaka. We were waiting. 10-8 round here.
And very telling body language from, there we go, Bacasegua as he walked back to his corner. A lot of times when those body shots start to affect you, it makes your chin weaker. I'm surprised they called that a knockdown, actually. It's a little bit of a push-off from
Looked
Tanaka.
Like both men got tangled up.
Buckled him over, and then bang, big right hand again over the top, another right hand. But here, notice, like, yeah, I don't believe that should have been called a knockdown. Tanaka is taking charge at mid-range. He's been able to counter the Bacasegua as he's gotten a little bit slower. I think those body shots adding up, and also the fact that he got hurt to the head last round. I mentioned the body language of Bacasegua as he was walking back to his corner. He does not look like a happy camper in there. Big shots from Tanaka to start round 9.
2 right hands got through for Kosei Tanaka. And it's been a continued and sustained attack to the body from Tanaka, but now he's adding combinations at the end of those body shots to the head. So he's increasing the output here.
He's climbing the body, starting at the body work and working his way up to upstairs. And a lot of times you got a guy who's got a good chin, weaken him down low to the body first, soften him up, then go back upstairs. That's exactly what Tanaka's doing. Textbook stuff.
Halfway through this round 9, Kosei Tanaka varying the attack, switching it up. Chris, we've seen a lot of jabs upstairs. We've seen a lot of uppercuts and hooks to the body. We haven't seen as many straight right hands to the head from Kosei Tanaka. Shots to the body as we take a look at some of the highlights from the previous round.
Yeah, I mentioned the consistency of the jab all night long, but man, those body shots. He said he wants the knockout tonight, and you can see him going for it here.
Tanaka said he doesn't want an anticlimactic finish, wants to get the KO.
He feels very comfortable. He's in control at this point. He's picking his spots beautifully. That was a nice counter uppercut. Right to the breadbasket, looking for those big punches.
Beautiful combinations there for Kosei Tanaka. Quick left hands followed by a right. And 3 straight right hands get through for Kosei Tanaka.
Yeah, 2 rounds ago, Kern, you had said he's not really getting that right hand in there from what I've seen from past fights. And we're also seeing that too. It's very subtle, but he does build off that jab. There we see a nice 1-2 over the top, goes back to the jab and another right hand.
And that definitely was a big part of it, but at the same time, it might have been Tanaka saving his energy for later rounds to do things like we're seeing here, landing combinations to the head with both the left hand and the right hand.
You know, I would agree with you if he didn't look so uncomfortable early on. I do believe that he was surprised.
Now Tanaka taking that step back, just like he did right there, getting in mid-range to throw either a body shot or a right hand.
That's a very impressive stat.
Tanaka has been a rising star. He won his first world title in only his 5th professional fight.
And now we're seeing those skills on display here. This is a classic skill versus will fight tonight. Bacasegua, nicknamed Rocky. Tons of will, tons of effort.
Tons of heart.
Tons of heart. But the skill and the adaptation from Tanaka has been super impressive. Not to mention the conditioning, the punching power, the body work.
Round 12 underway, the final round of our super flyweight championship fight. Karan Bhatia on the call with Chris Algieri. Kosei Tanaka, he was a champion at minimum weight, a champion at junior flyweight, a champion at flyweight, and now has an opportunity to become only the 3rd man from Japan to be a 4th division world champion if he can get through tough Rocky Bacasegua here.
Right hand over the top.
Quick left hook gets through for Tanaka.
You mentioned they're fighting for the WBO Super Fly.
This final round, Kosei Tanaka has upped the output, upped the pace, utilized movement, body work, left hands, right hands upstairs. There's another. 2 right hands get through from Tanaka to the head of Bacasegua.
Beautiful work here in round 12. He had mentioned how he wanted a climactic finish. He's going for it here. Nice action-packed fight with good 2-way action throughout. Plenty of storylines in this fight tonight.
All 3 in favor of the winner. He is now a 4-division world champion, the new WBO Super Flyweight champion of the world, Kosei Tanaka.